What is Integrated Curriculum? By Kayla Eccles, Katie Buffington, and Whitney Willis. Integrated curriculum is an interdisciplinary approach to teaching. This approach presents subjects according to themes or topics. Each theme or topic is presented in units. This allows students time to develop understanding and to find connections to what they know and what is important to them. This approach integrates knowledge from different subject areas and encourages students to explore topics deeply. Students read many different sources and participate in a variety of activities. The use of many resources encourages students to be involved in planning activities, locating materials, and thinking in a more active way. Consequently, students are more likely to understand and feel confident in their learning. It is made up of many components that connect daily instruction to developmentally appropriate practice in early childhood education. It prepares students for the future by teaching them how to connect information to the real world. It provides diverse learners with opportunities to obtain this information through the completion of projects. As students participate in these projects, they learn through various hands-on activities and collaboration with other students. The collaboration also assists students with developing critical social skills required for daily life. In addition to providing students with experiences useful in daily life, the integrated curriculum also gives students the freedom to express their creativity. The project-based component of this curriculum encourages students to think outside of the box. Another important characteristic of this wonderful idea is that it promotes higher-order thinking skills and problem-solving. All of these characteristics are suggestions for what developmentally appropriate instruction should look like. If you walk into a classroom where integrated studies are taking place, you are likely to see a very different picture from what we typically think of in a traditional American classroom. You will see students doing many different activities in many different formats at many different levels, but which all relate to the same broad topic or standard. These types of activities allow all children to work in their own way, at their own pace, and using their own individual strengths to benefit the group in learning about a topic. In this second grade classroom, the students are learning about local and national government.
We're making an American flag with adjectives, verbs, and nouns on the stars. That Mayor Thomas, said Mr. Rogers. What's wrong, dear, said Miss Rogers. Mayor Thomas is what's wrong, said Mr. Rogers. The mayor promised to cut taxes. He never does what he says he will do. He is only human, said Miss Rogers. Besides, no one does exactly what you tell them to do.
The environment you will see in an integrated studies classroom will likely have a feeling of more independence for the students. There are more hands-on, concrete activities. The schedule for a day in this type of classroom will also feel much different from your traditional school day schedule. You will not see a scheduled time for reading, writing, grammar, science, and math. You will see larger blocks of time where students are engaged in activities which cover multiple subjects. When asking a student, what subject are you working on right now, the student will probably have a hard time coming up with the answer. The day is structured in a way where students don't think of time as reading time or writing time or science time.
I've been learning about the government. I've been learning about the government. I've been learning about books about the government, art about the government, songs about the government, and it's so much fun. I don't have a reading class. I don't have a math class. I don't only have one class. I do everything every day.
Children learn best through developmentally appropriate practice. Lessons with the goal of meeting children's age level and developmental needs create the setting for the most meaningful educational experiences for students. Elements incorporated in the integrated curriculum are terms that are directly associated with developmentally appropriate practice. These terms include hands-on activities, in-depth exploration, cooperative learning, project-based curriculum. All of these help shape the integrated curriculum. It is also important to include field experiences when teaching with this method. In this unit, students were visited by many community helpers. This clip shows the students talking with K-9 officers about what the consequences are of not following the rules and laws in our community. Also, the students were taken on a trip to the local courthouse where they were able to participate in a mock trial. When teaching a class using integrated studies, the teacher is responsible for setting up opportunities for students to learn in a variety of ways. Teachers using integrated curriculum typically start with the end in mind. Students are given the ultimate goal up front and then are taught how to reach that goal. Students learn the content in real-life situations under the context of one big picture rather than individual content areas. Students in a project-based classroom are given a description of the ending project, often referred to as the culminating project at the beginning of the study.
Fire chief or the clerk. Okay, so you need to go home and you need to create a poster or a speech or a video letting your classmates know which office you would like to run for. Okay, so once you get those in, you'll present them to the class. And then the class is going to get to vote. We are going to have an election, okay, like a real election. We're going to have a box. You're going to put your vote in, then Miss Buffington and Miss McGee and I will get these votes out, and we are going to...
They are also given a rubric of how the project will be graded. This allows the students to understand why they are being asked to learn about this particular topic. It also allows the students and their parents to know what the teacher expects the student to know at the end of the study. There are no surprises in what the expectations are. This type of learning requires teachers to be organized and collaborative. In some instances, students are given a choice of culminating projects that go along with the unit of study. This gives the students the opportunity to choose the end project that best reflects their strengths and the method in which they communicate the best. As this type of learning begins to become more popular in classrooms, students are able to not only connect learning across subjects in their grade level, but also across grade levels within their school careers. Here, the students are learning a song to help them remember the parts of a friendly letter. They have been reading a book called LaRue for Mayor, Letters from the Campaign Trail. They have had a visit from the mayor of their home city and are now preparing to write a thank you letter to him for the visit. The integrated curriculum also addresses Gardner's multiple intelligences by providing students with a variety of learning experiences that address individual learning needs. Whether a student learns best through working collaboratively with others or individually, the integrated curriculum and its many components will reach every type of learner. When working with diverse learners, integrated curriculum can be a real plus. Taking into account each child's strengths and weaknesses, you can tailor the end project to match your own group of students. Students in an integrated curriculum classroom are not all expected to be doing the same thing at the same time, and are often given a choice as to how they would prefer to contribute to the learning. Diverse learners build a sense of community in an integrated classroom because they learn to rely on the strengths of their friends and to accept differences in each other.
I like writing. I'm a good writer.
I help my friends write good stories.
The philosophy of integrated curriculum is based on the notion that children are the primary source of the curriculum. Teachers must understand individual children's needs, interests, and strengths. Teachers must consider the child as a whole, including culture, disabilities, and gender. Teachers then need to adopt curriculum and teaching to meet each child's needs. John Dewey was a philosopher that contributed to the theory and rationale of integrated curriculum. He believed that integrating language with other studies within the curriculum was very powerful for the children. Curriculum theorist Ralph Tyler also described integration as the horizontal relationship of curriculum experiences. He felt that students must obtain a unified view of their learning. Assessing learning in this type of classroom also requires teachers to think outside of the box. Not only do teachers rely on the culminating projects, but they also depend heavily on observation and information they receive from talking one-on-one with students in their classroom. It is often beneficial to include peers, other teachers, administrators, or subject experts in the assessing of projects. This builds a sense of community within the school as students learn to accept constructive feedback and adjust. In this video clip, Anthony Akins talks about how his school uses integrated curriculum to benefit their students.
Integrated curriculum is just that. It allows us to have projects, hands-on activities that they can work with. We allow students to choose, in some cases, the activities that best suit their personality, the way that they learn. So it's very flexible. It allows us to work with flexible grouping. And we know that students learn better and retain more when they are using hands-on activities. But not only the students, our teachers and parents are also excited about this because our teachers have more opportunity to collaborate. We have cross-curriculum activities. We can use science activities in our reading classes.
Integrated curriculum provides students with the highest level of education by promoting long-term retention of information, providing learning experiences that are interesting and memorable to children, improving overall student achievement through connecting separate subjects, improving social skills through collaboration, and developing skills applicable to students in the real world. It allows teachers to achieve these goals by combining separate subjects in order to provide time for deeper, more meaningful instruction. Integrated instruction has been proven to lead to academic success for schools which implement its unique strategies.